So Google Analytics is completely free and it's brilliant. It will tell you all the information you need to know about who's visiting your site, how they're getting to your site, what they're doing on your site, where they leave your site, and by site I mean funnel obviously, or course or membership area, which is all great information. You know, if you suddenly find out that 80% of your visitors are female, aged between 25 and 35, from the United States of America, then suddenly you can start to change your content to talk to that audience. Or if it's a 60-year-old men from Australia, you can change it again. At certain times of day you can start to talk to people about what's going on at that time of day. You can see where they're coming from. Are they coming from Facebook? Are they coming from Google searches or other websites? All that sort of information, all free, all brilliant and easy to set up. So I encourage you to absolutely set up Google Analytics and use it on all of your funnels. Setting it up is very simple. You go to analytics.google.com, assuming you've got a Google account. If not, create one. Google's very good at making it easy to do that, and then create and sign up for Google Analytics. As I say, analytics.google.com. It's so straightforward. Once you're on there, you just create something called a property, which you can consider to be a website. And when you've got a website, you can then go ahead and get what's called your tracking code. The tracking code is a bit of code you take from Google Analytics and put onto every page in your funnel, which is also very easy to do. So let me just show you, for example, on Google Analytics here. This is T4S.site at the moment, quiet time of the day, just a couple of people on there right now. And I can immediately see, you can look at this in more detail, but where most of the traffic's coming from: Canada, North America, hotspot in the UK. We've also got China, Australia, South Africa, various parts of Spain, and so on and so forth, Colombia, and so on. Time of day, we'll come back to that in a second, because to get your tracking code, you click on admin down the bottom left down here, and when you've got to that, you click on tracking info and then tracking code. Boom. And this bit here is the tracking code there, global site tag as Google calls it, tracking code, and you highlight all of that and copy it. Step 1 done. Step 2, you go to your funnel manager. So this is the bootcamp funnel, and you click on global code. Boom. And then you pop it in there and you paste. Simple as that. So let's go ahead and go back to analytics. I'm going to create a new property, and this is going to measure my website. Click on that, go down, continue. What is it? It's my T4S Bootcamp. URL is https t4s.site/bootcamp. Industry is it's always a bit naff, aren't they? I always find them a bit anything online communities. Reporting time zone I'll set as United Kingdom because that's where I am, and create. Easy. And then it gives me my tracking code. Boom. So I copy, back my funnel manager, global code, click up there, right mouse click, paste, save. That's it. Google Analytics is now installed, and it will start collecting data from my funnel, the bootcamp, so I can see the sort of people. Obviously it's not personal information, but the sort of people, age, gender, location, where they go through the site, the sort of routes they take through the site, where they come in, where they've come from, where they go out, and I can see if there's any drop-off points. I can then go to those pages, improve that page with something which will keep people inside, because perhaps it's a bit boring or something like that. All that juicy information is in there. So back to analytics. Remember what I showed you at the start is if you're here and you think, where's the tracking code? Go to admin, tracking info, tracking code, and there it is. Right, so if I click on home, I've just set this up, so Google can't see that now. So if I'm on this page here, I'll refresh. There's nothing going on there because Google's got to start collecting data, and then things like real time will start to come. There I am right now. One. It's got me. It will start collecting that data, and then you can start just drilling down. I mean, let me go back to T4S.site, for example, and we can start looking at audience. Audience is where it starts to build up all the data, and down here we've got demographics, so I can do my overview. It's now got my demographics. I can click on gender. If I want to look at gender, you have to enable these, which I haven't done on here actually. You click on enable and then it will start doing it, so you have to opt into that. So I've just done that now. It will now start collecting gender and age for me. Interests, geo, location, where are they coming from in the world? So mostly in the United Kingdom, United States, and the darker the blue the more hotspot it is, so mostly Europe and United States, India, China, Australia, South Africa, and then a bit of South America, so kind of where I would expect it. Language, I'm putting T4S.site to other languages, so it's currently English, but here I can start to see what other languages have we got going. So I'm putting it to Spanish, for example, but I might say actually if there's a lot of people coming from a certain place, I need to consider another language. Technology, what browser they're using, probably not so relevant. Mobile overview, so mobile, desktop and tablet. So you can see here, which is what we always say, 66% are visiting T4S.site on a mobile. 2/3, 2 out of 3 people. So you've got to get your mobile looking great. Remember that switch to mobile view on your editor? Don't forget it. 27% on desktop, 5% on tablet. So that's the sort of the breakdown of what's going on there. And so on. I can go through all of these, it gets a bit boring. You're far better off going and having a look. Where's the information coming from? Social, the big one, 45%, followed by 35% direct, typing it in. And then we have other bits and pieces, referrals from other places. Where are they coming from? How long they stay on the website? I mean, this is all just brilliant stuff which you can have a look at here. You can link this into Google Ads if you're using Google Ads to monetize it and work out how much things are costing you and so on and so forth. Behavior. Behavior is what they're doing. So top pages, profitable online launches / sales page. Congratulations to whoever that is in this time period. So this is today. That's by far the winner. We've had nearly 1,400 people visit that single page alone, followed by Keto Fitness Club. Remember, this is an overview of T4S.site, so I'm seeing the bigger picture. We can see which funnels are really banging it, but that one there, 1,400 page views. Nice. We can do that, so on and so forth. I mean, I just don't really want to go into too much detail because it's by far better that you go in here and have a look at it. This, for example, under behavior and behavior flow, is where people are coming in and what pages they're going to. So here I can see the home page, starting page, there's a drop off there of 23%, and that worries me. 1 in 4 people are not getting past it. If they are, then most people are coming down here to more pages, and I can then click on that and have a look at the details, and there we can see the pages that most people are going to. But also another big chunk there, actually only 4.5% drop off. I can live with that. That means 95% are going on to somewhere else. And then you can see, first landing page, first page, second, third, fourth, where they drop off, and you can see if that's your funnel, what a fantastic overview of where people are getting to and then dropping off, disappearing, going somewhere else. Which pages you've got to improve on. Brilliant, such amazing value, all free. Conversions is where you get into e-commerce and putting a value against these, and then you can actually look at any money you've set behind it, more advanced. To start with, all you really want is to know, where, right now, so it's quite a quiet time, but let's have a look and see. We've got a couple of people on here, one in the UK and one in the Philippines right now, for example. Because it's a nice quiet time of the day while I record my videos. I'm not surprised by that in the slightest. So that's Google Analytics. It's just brilliant. As I say, you have to let it build up. I've just added the boot camp. I normally just leave it for a couple of days, and then we can. Oh, actually, it's started to build it up now. Audience takes a bit longer. Real time is great because it's real time. Yeah, audience, nothing yet. Come back tomorrow and that would have started collecting that. So just do it. It's free, it's brilliant, it adds so much information to how your funnels and your courses are performing. I can't overestimate enough how incredibly useful it is, and it costs you nothing at all.